All right. Hey, I wanted to share some stuff that I've been working on with AWS CodeWhisperer. We're a couple days away from AWS reInvent, and I think many people are not aware of how cool AWS CodeWhisperer is on the shell. And I think this is one of the stealth things that you should be doing today is to start playing around with AWS CodeWhisperer inside of your shell environment. So I'm on a Mac machine and I'm going to switch over to it. And you can see here, we've got a source directory. This is where I keep a lot of my source code. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to ask it for a help in natural language on how to do some kind of query. So if I do the hash right here, the hashtag, and I type in, let's see, count all of the files recursively in my current directory, right? So I ask a pretty complex command. What do we do? Do a return. It gives me a suggestion. We can go ahead and say execute the command, find all the files, and do a word count. So we can see here that there's 256,000 files located inside of my current working directory. And what's cool is that this is actually educational as well, because what I could do actually is maybe create an alias inside of my Z shell. So if I went into my Z shell environment here, and I could potentially start to collect these and make aliases, which I think is pretty cool. It's like a great way to learn, how to do things. So you can see here I have aliases inside, like I want to list all the 24 frames per second files, or I could write a function and then I could create that into an alias here. Similarly, as you start doing code completions with this CodeWhisperer, I could say like, my find command here, right? We could start to piece them together and create these aliases. So really, not only is it ad hoc useful, but it's also awesome because I can start to capture these things. So if we go again back into this directory, I could also use a different way of prompting it. You can do CWAI, and this is the longer form of asking the same question. And I could say, find all processes that exceed 10% CPU, right? It's going to go through, it's going to say, here we go. Here's a nice complex command for me. Let's go ahead and execute it. There we go. You can see here, these are the current processes that are running. So this is, in my opinion, invaluable. These are the kind of things that you would Google or you'd look at Stack Overflow for. And I can just do it directly from my machine by just doing the hashtag here or doing the CWAI. And it's a great way to actually incrementally build up your knowledge and learn things too. So it's not just an assistant, but it's a way to actually make yourself more productive. So if you get a chance here, definitely take a look at this AWS CodeWhisperer tool. It's pretty awesome. The CLI, I think, is potentially a stealth tool that many people need to be aware of. So go ahead and take it out. It's free, and you can install it with a native extension on OS 10. All right. Talk to you later.